Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am now here to talk about something that I really want to talk about. Like I know I worked my way through that Real Housewives of Potomac review. It hasn't bored me 100% yet, so I'm sticking with it, but I really am excited to talk about the Usher concert this weekend. So let's get into this story time. Now, I want to start off by saying this a little bit of plug, 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 plug. If you want to see all the videos and pictures of the concert, please follow me on my Instagram, Kiss My Cheeks TV. And you can follow me on Twitter because I might put a couple of videos up on Twitter. Everything is Kiss My Cheeks TV. I didn't have time to do the screenshots and the slideshows. Work is still kicking my ass. So I ain't had time to do a slideshow, but we will just talk about it. Hey, Dejan. Hey, Dabu. Don't do that. We not going to roast or read anybody on MTV tonight. We're gonna just talk about Usher. He is the only one that can do the piece of A Town Down in this live right now. Now, you all know my good friend Charles Warren. He has done plenty of YouTube videos with me. He is actually the one that really helped me really dig into YouTube and collaborate with other people. Over the years, me and Charles have become really, really great friends. And this was our second time linking up. The first time we linked up was for the Renaissance, the Beyonce concert. Amazing time. This year we linked up for the Usher concert. So I was with Charles, I was with Chris, I was with Charles' mom, his cousin Chantel, and then one of my sorors, Shanita. We all got together in St. Louis for the Usher. What got the hiccups? Usher concert. It's called The Past, the Present, and the Future. Let's get into the beginning at first. So we drove to St. Louis. The first night we went out to a really nice restaurant called the Sydney Cafe. Um, really good food. It was an award-winning restaurant. Charles looked it up and was like, "Oh, it won all these awards, so the food has to be good. Let's check it out." So we went. The Sydney Cafe. What I've noticed about St. Louis, they don't have parking. Everywhere, at least everywhere we went was street parking only. Like they didn't have a lot of parking lots. And like the restaurant was just on the corner in the middle of a neighborhood. And so you just have to find somewhere to park and walk. And I'm not used to that because usually out here in Memphis, even downtown Memphis, they have different parking lots where you can just pay to park and you don't have to just find and I don't know how to parallel park, so I hate street parking. But anyway, the restaurant was, it seemed like an upscale vibe, but downscale attire. Like I drove in late, so I didn't have time to get glam and change clothes. So I just had on like a one-piece romper, and everybody was in there in jeans, hoodies. Like you didn't have to dress up to go in, but the food was really, really good. The best thing that I had was these lobster bites as an appetizer. It kind of was like, I can't describe it, but it was lobster and shrimp and this tomato-based sauce. And it was all put in like a little wrapper and deep fried with more sauce and Parmesan cheese on top. That was really good. I had a lamb Wellington as my first dish. I hated it. I sent it back. And then I got some kind of pepper chicken, which was a lot better. So after the first night, we were all kind of tired from travel, but we stayed up to midnight, catching up, talking, all the good stuff you do with good friends you haven't seen in person in a year, and we had a good time. The next day, we decided to experience more of St. Louis. We went to this breakfast spot that was so good. It was called BLT. I think it stands for Breakfast, Lunch, and Tacos. When I tell you, that restaurant was jam packed. Like the line was outside of the door. It was one of the type of restaurants where you stand in line and you order your food, they give you a number, then you find a table and you sit down and eat. If the tables stayed packed, you have to literally wait for someone to get up so you can get a new seat. When we finally got our seat and we got our food, everything was amazing. Great breakfast. Like it was a really good breakfast place. If I ever go back to St. Louis, I'm definitely going back to that spot for another brunch. After that, we went to the St. Louis Mall. They had Savage Fenty, so your girl had a good time. I love. Shout out to Rihanna for making the plus size lingerie. Like a lot of people have the lingerie that goes up to the 3X. You see your girl, I need a 3X. I can't even front nothing about it. And a lot of people's 3X is really a 1X, but they just put a 3 on it to make it seem like they're size inclusive. Like, no, Rihanna's stuff really does fit. It isn't too tight. It does it. Rihanna's lingerie does what it's supposed to do on all sizes. Like the way you would expect it to look on a medium and have the same kind of push and pull, it does the same thing on my 3X. And every time I find a Savage Fenty, I go in there and I shop. I love her lingerie. I love her undergarments. So that was the highlight of the trip. All that being said, we went to the mall. We went to the legal place. Y'all know certain things aren't legal in Tennessee. So we went to the legal places in Missouri. What else do we do? I think after that, we dropped a few people off at the Arch because they wanted to see the Arch. And then me and Charles went back to the house and took a nap and got ready for the show. Okay, let's talk about the show. Now, I'm with my good friend Charles, and Charles is also someone who's taught me to say F it and experience it. When you do a lifetime experience or something, you do it to the highest level. Like, forget going to the concert and sitting in the $99 seats. Like, we're sitting in the pit. We're going to be in the middle of the show. We're in the pit, standing room only. I don't want to really say how much the tickets cost because I don't like to really, I don't want to feel like I'm bragging on money, but Charles did teach me, like, before I started going to concerts with, hey Montrez, before I started going with concerts with Charles, I would never sit in the front row of anything. I would always just be in the building. Like, I don't have to be in the nosebleeds, but I just want to be in the building and have a good time. But after experiencing the Renaissance and Usher with Charles, I am now at the point in life where if I'm going to a concert, a show, I want to be in the show. I want to be in the front row. I want to be in the pit. I want to be in VIP. And I want to, it's just a luxury that I have now found that I desire and appreciate. I just want to say that. So with all that being said, we were VIP. And we felt very special. We went to the concert. We had a special VIP line. We got our VIP necklaces and wristbands. And we got gifts and we didn't get the VIP that met Usher. Like, we didn't get backstage VIP. But we went through a special section where we got to take special pictures on the backdrop and things like that. So, and I also think VIP got to cut the line. Somewhere they got to cut the line. Was it the bar? It was somewhere VIP got to cut the line. But it felt really good. I was like, hey, you on VIP, go ahead and put my necklace on. I'm a little bit bougie like that. And I can't help myself. It's part of my personality. So we at the concert, we VIP, we in there, me and my we went to St. Louis. We were in St. Louis this past weekend at the show in St. Louis. Now, I will say the St. Louis show, he didn't bring out anybody. If you look at TikTok, you see Atlanta, he brought out everybody. I think in Virginia, he brought out Casey from Jodeci. But in St. Louis, he bring, at least the Saturday night show in St. Louis, he didn't bring out anybody. But it ain't take away from nothing. So we make our way to the pit. They tell us, once you're in this pit, you're locked in. You can't just get up and leave when you want to, because his stage was a circle, because, he liked to roller skate around the stage. So once we were in there, there was like, it's 2 times in the show where we will let you out. But if you don't get back, like, we're only going to open the doors like in intermissions, but Usher's intermissions were like 3 minutes. Like, he didn't do long intermissions. Like, he changed them clothes in 3 to 4 minutes, and then he was back out on stage. So if you had to run to the bathroom, you literally had to run to the bathroom, and you better hurry up and get back in that pit, because once they shut the doors and put that roller skating rink back up, you either out of the pit or in the pit. And I don't know, once I think we went to the bathroom a few times before we went in that pit, because once we were in there, I never left. Like I was in there for the night. So it Usher comes up out of the ground, and he starts the show, and he's right there. Like he's right there in my face. Like I'm not in the seat. I'm definitely not up in the nosebleeds looking at him on the screen. Like he's right in my face. Is Now, mind you, I am a huge Usher fan. I went to the Usher residency in Vegas. Of course, I was tuned in at the Super Bowl. Like, so now seeing the Usher show again from a pit level, I just felt like he was singing to me the whole night. I just felt like he was serenading me. Because let me tell you this, when you're in the pit and you're down, and everybody else is in the audience in their seats, and for the most part he is performing to the crowd. But let me tell you something, Usher I don't know if he knew these people down here spent too much money on these tickets. Like Usher, I would say at least 70% of the show was performing to us in the pit. Like he would have his back turned to the audience, it would start singing to us in the pit if he was on the front stage. And then, of course, if he's on the main stage, he's singing to us in the pit. And then even when he was roller skating around, I never felt like, because I was a little bit worried that like I spent all this money to be in the pit, and the whole time he gonna have his back to us and he gonna be performing to the crowd. But that was not the case. I don't know if Usher knew I was there and he knew Angie spent all this money, I got to sing to her. But I felt like I said, 70% of the time he was performing to us in the pit, and you all in the crowd, in the audience that paid for the seats, y'all watch Usher on the screen because he was singing to us. And I appreciated that because I never felt like his back was just always towards us. He spent half the show roller skating around in a circle. Half of my videos, I'm like I'm doing, what is that, a 360? I'm like, because I'm following him as he's roller skating in circle. But it just was an amazing experience. This hair is way too long. It can keep getting caught. It just was an amazing experience. It was a point in the show where he splashed water down his body, and it was like I was like right there to capture the moment. Like I don't know, like I can't wait to post those pictures on Instagram, because it's like I got the moment from, you could see the water from the top of his head just splashing off, because I didn't take a video. I just was clicking the picture button. So the way the pictures come off and you can see the water flickering from his head to his chest, I was like, I'm so happy I captured that moment. Like I love that moment. I was a little bit effed up, a little bit, just your girl a little bit. It was concert turn up time. I did rewatch some of the videos. I don't know why I do this to myself. Some of the videos in my phone are completely black because I don't know where the camera was pointing. So half of the concert I thought I recorded, I didn't, because I'm like, I don't know. Half of the videos, I'm in there screaming and hollering and yelling out. I know the people were sick of me. It was at one point at the beginning of the concert, I was whipping my ponytail and I was hitting people in the face with my ponytail. But ain't nobody cursed me out. They was like, she having a good time. We gonna leave her alone. It's all right. Because I did apologize. I was like, I'm sorry. But I was whipping people with my ponytail. I had a good time, but I was a little bit messed up and I was cutting up a little bit in the videos. I, for the most part, love the pit area because you're not confined to like your 12-inch seat. Like you have all this space where you can dance. Like I was whipping my hair, whipping my arms. I was doing my two-step, doing my body roll. Like I was just having a good time partying, and I didn't feel like this. I have bad knees, but my knees didn't hurt. I don't know if I was having so much fun, I couldn't feel the pain. The only thing at the end of the night, my feet did hurt. Now, mind you, I went to the concert for comfort. I had on gym shoes. So I was cool. But at the end of the night, my feet hurt, but that was it. Like, I probably would do standing room only again. I probably would do that again. It's the only way. Like, I feel like sitting in the front row at a concert is the only way I want to experience concerts from now on. I want the artist to be able to see me. And I know for a fact Usher seen me. I know for a fact. Now, y'all know it's a piece of the show where he dangled cherries and feeds all the ladies with the cherries in the mouth. I wasn't in that area. There's an area of the concert they call the G Spot Club or whatever it was called. And when I tell you at the beginning of the show, some man goes around the audience and finds women to twerk, and whoever has the best twerks, I think the best 6 women, they get to sit in the G Spot Club, whatever it's called. And that's the part where Usher was feeding people the cherries. It was these 2 ladies. They had on lace bodysuits, banging bodies. They looked really, really good in the lace bodysuits. But I don't know if they twerked too hard, but one lady's ass busted all the way out of the back of her lace bodysuit and her entire ass was out. And I was like, it's the Usher show. He gonna have some strippers, I guess. I wasn't expecting to see your ass, but okay. And then another girl, I don't know if her thighs were rubbing together, but the thigh part of her lace bodysuit busted completely open. And I just thought it was a little bit. Hey, Charles. I agree. But they were sitting in the cherry feeding space. Now, what I want to say about the cherry segment, I was ready for that segment the whole night. I really wanted Usher to walk by me with the cherry. I was what they call it, manifesting. I was putting that energy out in the atmosphere so bad. I really wanted a cherry. And he dangled them cherries in them ladies' mouth and nobody gave us a show. It was 2 people that gave us a good cherry show. And he gave out about 20 to 30 cherries. Like, he walked around a good part of the crowd doing the cherries. Nobody did any good. You're supposed to do your best tongue tricks. You're supposed to show out. Like, it's just a concert. It's for fun. It ain't on national television. Wasn't nobody gonna see you but us. Only the thousands of people in the arena was gonna see you. And I don't claim to be some major tongue tricker type of female, but I would have gave Usher a show if he would have gave me a cherry. Everybody just like, they were just eating the cherries. I mean, they didn't even lick on it or nothing. They just put it in their mouth like, good. I'm like, and these ladies were begging. They were begging Usher for the cherries. And he, he real seductress, slow. Like, he really seducing you with this cherry. And then you just go and just eat it. You don't tease them. I was so disappointed. And it was one old lady, Charles is right, a granny. It was her birthday. She was showing what her tongue could do. That granny went off. And then it was a white lady. And I believe Usher gave a cherry to her husband. And you saying you can't eat a cherry from Usher if you married? I ain't know that was in the rule book. I ain't say I want to go backstage and sleep with Usher. I just wanted the cherry. I just wanted the fantasy. I ain't know that was against the rule book. And then it was this white lady who I thought did the best. Like, she played with that cherry for Usher, and then she kissed her husband all in the mouth with the cherry in her mouth. Then was out of 30 people that he gave a cherry to, then was the only 2 people that gave us a show with the cherry. For the most part, I was like, womp womp. Like, go ahead to the rest of the show, Usher, because these ladies really ain't trying to do nothing. You should have came over there to where we was at, and I would have gave the people a little bit of the show. I would have at least tried. But anyway, after that, again, we were in a legal city. If y'all can pick up on what I'm putting down, and I really don't remember half the show. I just remember having a good time. I just remember having a good time. I just remember loving that Usher was right here in my face. And I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see. We are going to see Janet Jackson next. So, I mean, I ain't really. I don't want to make Charles mad or nothing on the video, but I mean, I ain't no huge Janet Jackson fan. Like, I'm really excited to see Janet, but I don't see myself acting up for Janet. I might. Who knows? Who knows? I'm being Vegas. I could be really fucked up in Vegas. I might go all the way off for Janet. Who knows? But I'm excited to see Janet. But like, I was excited to see Usher like this. I can't wait. I'm about to post the pictures to my Instagram. Y'all, I'm gonna post the pictures and the videos. I want y'all to see how close we were and how Usher was looking at me a little bit. Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. I was not at the show with the lady that had that cherry t-shirt on. I'm telling you, the show we was at, them people, they wasn't doing nothing with them cherries. I was highly disappointed. And that's it. Y'all, I'm about to get off of here. What time is it? I'm about to go change clothes and watch the football game because it is Monday Night Football. But after that, you a huge Janet fan. I mean, I like Janet Jackson. I like her. And I'm excited to see her. I've never seen Janet in person. And I'm excited to go with Charles because Charles is the hugest Janet Jackson fan in the world. He ain't gonna claim it in person, but I know. And I'm excited, but like I was ready to lose my mind for Usher. I don't know if I'm gonna lose. I don't know. I guess the attraction is also different. Like I was ready to lose my mind for Usher. I don't know. I might just do a little two-step for Janet, and then I'm gonna try to get the the dun 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 dun. I'm gonna try to get that down for the concert a little bit too, and then that's it. And that's it. But that was right. The attraction is a little bit different. Like I'm excited to see Janet, but I was excited to see Usher. I forgot what I was saying. I got all back in my Usher mindset. I had a really good time. I gotta go find that magnet Usher gave us and put it on my refrigerator. Yeah, see, y'all already know Charles is the hugest Janet Jackson fan. I don't want to say too much because I don't want him to be like, oh, you can't sit with us. But I do love Janet. I think I'm just more excited to go to Vegas because Vegas is like an adult. It's like an adult jungle gym. Like it's an adult playground. It's where adults can go to do whatever they want to do and have a good time. And that's what I'm looking for more than anything. But with that being said, we went home after the concert. I think, did we go to sleep? No, we kind of straightened up the Airbnb, went to sleep, rode out the next day, and that was it. We got in and out of St. Louis, but I had a really good time. And again, I would love to go back to St. Louis another time, just maybe on a girls' trip and have a good time with some of my homegirls, and we can just go somewhere and try out some new restaurants and stuff in the city. But with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get off of here and get ready for Monday Night Football. Again, follow me, Kiss My Cheeks TV here on YouTube. And go ahead, if you want to see the Usher pictures and the clips of the show, follow me on IG, Kiss My Cheeks TV, and Twitter, Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm about to get off of here and relax and start uploading some of the pictures so everybody can see them on social media. And I will holler at y'all Wednesday. I will be back. I don't think I have any lives to do tomorrow. So I will be back Wednesday night with Ebby Reviews. We're going to talk about this Love is Blind. Love is Blind has been a mess. Season 7 has just been a practice round. There was no love going on season 7. Me and Ebby are going to talk about it. Join us Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central to wrap up Love is Blind. And then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programs after that. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a great night. Have a great week. See y'all later. Bye. Come on, Luke. Let's go. I know you being bad. You got to go outside? Okay.